Ho ho hi and Merry Christmas. Today we're doing a shoe review. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. Today we are doing a shoe review on a trail shoe. So this is the first time really I've done an in-depth review of a trail shoe. Most of my reviews are with road shoes, but I've been doing some trail running and I checked out these Altra trail shoes, which I'll get into in just a second. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you've been here before, you notice that I haven't shaved in a while, and it's because it's Christmas time and I'm on vacation, or I'm off for a holiday, I guess. And so yeah, anyway, just trying to let things go. And yes, you notice I'm wearing the same sweatshirt that I worn the last time I did a video. So I'm actually gonna take that off. Much better. Now I actually have a running shirt on. So anyway, back to the review. Like I said, we're doing a shoe review of a trail shoe. This is the Altra Olympus 4. And it's been well used, and because I love this shoe, and it's got all kinds of features I gotta get into in just a second here, but it's just I love this shoe. I love Altras in general, but I was looking for a trail shoe that was stable because I'm a relatively new-ish trail runner, although I've run cross country in high school and college. Over the years I've gotten like weak ankles, and from road running and not doing a lot of trail running, I ended up spraining my ankles a whole lot, and so I kind of needed something that needed some support. So I first started with the Altra Lone Peak 3 Mid. It's actually a high top shoe to help with some ankle support, but it's a nice shoe. It's a little heavy, and I wanted something that was a little softer actually, with more cushion. So anyway, here it is, the Altra Olympus 4. This is the Altra's max cushioning trail shoe, and it's got so many features in it that I actually am cheating and using my phone to guide me along. So where do I want to start with this? First of all, Altras, all of them have a zero drop across the shoe, so there is no differential between the rear and the front. So same thickness in the front as in the back. So this has a 33 millimeter stack height, which is the thickness of the sole, and the forefoot, which is really quite thick. So this has start with the outsole. We're going to talk about the Mega Grip outsole. So this is that's what they call this outsole here. And if you notice, it has the Vibram outsole to it, which is something I look forward to looking at a shoe, because yeah, the Vibram is just a very durable outsole, and it's very sticky on rocks and in mud and that kind of thing. The lugs on here are not the biggest lugs in the world, so they're like 2.5 millimeter lugs to them. They have these nice flex grooves to them though, so it allows your shoe to flex nicely. So unlike the Altra Paradigms, they're not very flexible at all. This shoe, which is like the trail version of the Altra Paradigm, which is the road version of the max cushion shoe, this has a lot of flexibility to it. So I love that one on the trails. I still get a lot of flex, but also get a lot of protection from with this 33 millimeter stack height and the Vibram outsole to it. So love it. The shoe is a little on the heavier side. It's 11.6 ounces. I'll tell you what that is in grams down below here. And so it's a little on the heavier side in my opinion. Coming as a road runner, that would be a very heavy road shoe. As a trail shoe, it's like in the mid-range, maybe on a tiny bit on the heavier side. It's not like a racing trail shoe, which is more like in the 9-ounce range. But I don't feel the weight, the 11.6 ounces, or 11.6 ounces. And yeah, so outsole is fantastic. It's got the rubber Vibram in strategic areas, as you can see here. So this middle area is has exposed rubber, which can get chewed up if you're in a rocky terrain. And you can see here it's a little bit chewed up, but not too bad. And but it's very durable as far as the outsole because of the Vibram That's the stuff you're looking for when you're looking for an outsole that's very durable, very grippy. So it's great. The midsole is an EVA foam. It's not like their Ultra Ego foam or anything like that, but it's a very good cushion foam. People have complained that over time the foam kind of gets collapsed and compressed. I really haven't noticed that yet. I have noticed that it's gotten a little softer as I've run. So I've run a few hundred miles in these shoes already, and I have noticed that it's gotten softer. I'm not sure if it's been compressed, but it's relaxing. So if there's an improvement to be made in the shoe, it would be in the midsole foam. They did the Altra Ego midsole, which I love. They have that in the Escalante shoe, for example. I think they actually have it now in the Paradigm road shoe, and coming in January 2021, they're going to have it in the Lone Peak 5. They're going to have the Altra Ego midsole, and that's just like a really responsive, soft, bouncy midsole. It's fantastic. That's not in here. This is an EVA foam. Moving to of course, moving into the upper and also the outsole, it doesn't matter. It has that foot-shaped design to it, so it allows your toes to splay and allows the little muscles and everything to support your body better, and allows your foot to be in more natural position than in a shoe that is narrower and your toes are kind of crunched together. This allows your toes to splay a little bit better. It feels wonderful. It's not so wide that you're sliding around in your shoe, but it's not confined either. It's pretty much perfect. I love it. Off camber, it's fine. Going through the rocks, it's fine. You don't feel like you're sliding all over the place. Part of that is the insole. The insole is a removable, nice cushioned insole, which I've beaten up a little bit, but this insole doesn't let your feet slide around too much. It's not anything special. It's not like a grippy kind of insole or anything like that, but it's a nice insole, and it's removable. Moving up to the upper. The upper has all kinds of stuff going on. It's a nice engineered mesh upper. It's not so really breathable. In the cold weather, you can feel the air coming through. It's not hot either. It's got some nice overlays here in it. You can see there's nice overlays along here and along the front here. It's got some support. It's got like a little bumper type of thing. So if you actually tow a rock or a boulder or something like that, or a log, it doesn't smash right. Toes aren't exposed to that. It has a little bit of a bumper here, and in the front here where the outsole comes up over here, it hasn't. It's nicely secured and looks like it's gonna come apart anytime soon, like some shoes do. It has a nice overlay just to give the upper a little bit of a structure to it, and also provide some durability as well. This has also gator trap, which as a road runner, I don't know what gator trap is, but I have researched it, and I've used gators in cross-country skiing, so I kind of know what a gator is. So the gator trap here in the back of the shoe is this cool little Velcro piece where if you have gators to help keep debris out of your socks and shoes and all that kind of stuff, you can use your gators here in the back. And there's also a little tiny hook in the front to hook on the front of your gator so that your foot is protected from debris, snow, ice, rocks, all that kind of stuff. So it's got a standard lacing system here, nothing unique here. It's not like an asymmetrical lacing system, kind of like you would see on these road shoes from Nike. But they have a standard lacing system. Nice laces that don't come untied, in my opinion. They haven't had an issue with that. The tongue is thin, but it has a little bit of padding here and there, strategically, I would say. And you can tie it down nice and tight. You don't feel any binding. It's got a little hook on the back, so it helps you get your shoe on. Not like you're going to try to transition, have a triathlon with these or anything, but I guess it's just to help get them on. Any kind of help is nice. Whatever. It's good. What else can I say about these shoes? How do they feel? They feel lighter than they really are. Like I said, these are over 11 ounces, 33 millimeter stack height. I feel like I could race in them. I'm gonna try some longer, faster running on trails with these shoes. And I just love the way they feel. I don't like to feel every nook and cranny and rock and twig when I'm trail running. Maybe because I'm kind of a newer trail runner. But I love that they have nice cushion. They have a little bit of bounce to them. They offer a lot of protection. There is no stone plate in these shoes like a lot of trail shoes have. The protection you get is from the 33 millimeters stack height in the foam. So anyway, nothing too bad to say about them. They have pretty good grip in deep mud. They do slide a little bit because you don't have the deep lugs like you would on a mud trail shoe. These are kind of like an all-round, all-purpose lug pattern here to provide grip on dry, packed trails. Help with even loose stuff. It's good. It's not as good as like a Hoka Trail Claw where they have like a 5 or 6 millimeter trail lug to them. Like I said, these are a smaller trail lug, and which is actually fine. I mean, if you're running on a place that has some gravel, some dirt, and then you have to transition on the road and around the road a little bit, it's fine. On the road, you can feel and hear actually the lugs on the road, so it lets you know that they're there. But you can run on the roads with these. They'll be nice and soft as well when I run on the roads. They're not the fastest shoe in the world. Like I said, because they're 33 millimeter stack height and they are over 11 ounces, they do not feel like they're a training shoe. But I think you could run a little bit faster, longer distance race. So who would this be for? This would be for like me, a newbie that's looking for something that has a maximum stability. Because I didn't even talk about that. This is really wide outsole to this to provide some stability when you're running. I haven't twisted my ankle badly yet in these shoes, and that's one of my major concerns, is twisting my ankle. So it's very stable. So this would be for somebody that's new and needs something very stable, that is doing a 50 miler, even 50K, but definitely a 50 miler, 100 miler, where you're looking for max cushion and trying to save your quads and knees and calves and all that. This would be that kind of shoe. So this is a longer distance shoe. I haven't used it for anything really over 20 miles yet, which I look forward to doing a 50K in these shoes, or maybe even the Lone Peak 5 when they come out with that new midsole. So anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Just a big quick summary. Outsole, Vibram, mega grip, awesome. Not the deepest lugs. Very durable outsole except for that middle area where there's exposed foam. 33 millimeter stack height, EVA foam, awesome engineered. Upper with some overlays, provides some breathability, provides some structure. Standard lacing system, standard lace, and has that gator trap in there for those of you that wear gaiters. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this was informational to you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Leave a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And until next time, peace and Merry Christmas.